Wherever you are and wherever you go, you can hear Casey's Top 40 every week on great radio stations like Q94, today's hit music, Richmond, Virginia, 102.7 KFRX, it feels good, Lincoln, Nebraska. Today's best music, 103.7 WDBR, Springfield, Illinois. And the Mighty Duck of the Desert, 94.3 KDUC, and the all-new 105.7 KDUQ, Barstow, California. Now rising 3 notches to number 4 is a British group that recently breached royal protocol when they pinched Prince Charles on his bottom. And that's a royal no-no.
Casey's Top 40.
Casey's Top 40 is heard in the 50 states and around the world every week on great radio stations like 107.5 The River, Nashville, Tennessee, the Tri-State's hottest hits, K-Live 105, Dubuque, Iowa, and Wink 104, number 1 for music, money, and fun, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Well, now we're up to a girl group who recently stole the show from superstars like Tom Cruise and Bruce Willis at the Cannes Film Festival. Every year, the biggest movie stars in the world gather in the south of France for the Cannes Film Festival. Everybody who's anybody is there, promoting their films, smiling for the photographers, and chatting with reporters. And this year was no exception. From Tom Cruise and Bruce Willis to Al Pacino and Nicole Kidman, they were all at Cannes. But amazing as it seems, these mega names weren't the biggest draw. The title belongs to 5 spicy singers from Britain called the Spice Girls. They drew the biggest press crowd of them all. More than 500 reporters were at their press conference. Why were they there? Well, under the scrutiny of security worthy of the Beatles, the Spice Girls announced their upcoming motion picture titled Spice the Movie. Spice Girl Mel B told the reporters, "It's going to be very kinda intense, but with a fun element." Spice Girl Jerry said, "You're going to see our inner and outer struggles. It's a 90s movie. It's all flavors. It's spicy." Unquote. And to finish off their press conference, the 5 Spice Girls led the ensemble journalists in an enthusiastic version of The Wave. The movie begins filming in June, and it's scheduled to be out in time for Christmas. In the meantime, you'll find the Spice Girls right here on our survey. Moving back up 3 notches to number 32 on Casey's Top 40, this is their recent Top 10 smash, Wannabe.
Counting them down with Casey Kasem.
And falling 4 notches to number 39 on Casey's Top 40 is a group whose members love to stir things up. Singer Melanie B of the Spice Girls says, quote, "We're doing this purely out of fun, to entertain people, to entertain ourselves, and just to create something," unquote. Here's a Spice Girls creation that recently hit the top 10 and sold over 1 million copies. Wannabe.
Yo, tell me what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Casey's Top 40.
Well, now we're up to the 3rd top 10 hit for the latest act, to begin with an ad asking for musicians. They follow in the footsteps of the Monkees, the Bangles, and New Kids on the Block. Bands come together in a lot of different ways. Some are born in garages, some are born at parties, and some come together because the members just happen to see an ad in a newspaper. Acts as successful as the Monkees, the Bangles, In Vogue, Exposé, and New Kids on the Block can all trace their roots back to ads placed in local papers by managers and producers who had dreams of creating the next big thing. And that's also how the members of the Spice Girls first found each other. Back in 1993 in England, over 600 young women answered a newspaper ad in The Stage, a theatrical newspaper. The ad was looking for singers and dancers interested in being part of a new pop group. Well, after a series of auditions, 4 of the current 5 Spice Girls were chosen. But they say it wasn't long before they split with the manager who brought them together. They decided they had the energy, the style, and the look to make it on their own. They added 1 more member and started performing everywhere they could. And their energetic performances eventually came to the attention of Simon Fuller, the man who manages Annie Lennox. He signed them with Virgin Records. And the Spice Girls were on their way to becoming a music phenomenon.
Casey counts them down. Casey's Top 40.
Gliding up 6 notches to number 21, here are Emma, Jerry, Mel B, Mel C, and Victoria, the Spice Girls with Too Much.